All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Kansas City Chiefs training camp day 2. The defense, well, we knew because we watched football last season. The Kansas City Chiefs defense has quickly transformed into one of the best defenses in the National Football League. And as we know, typically in training camp, man, your defense, it doesn't even matter if you got Patty freaking Mahomes. It doesn't matter if you're back-to-back defending Super Bowl champions. Typically, the defense is almost always going to be ahead of the offense. And apparently that was the case earlier today in day 2 of training camp or I guess it's probably technically day 5 or whatever, but the veterans are in town. Xavier Worthy, rookie round 1 wide receiver. He was not there today. He had an illness, which is why he was out. Thank goodness gracious. It was not hamstring related. If this dude is healthy to start the regular season, everyone's freaking out about his weight. Everyone's freaking out about his size. If Xavier Worthy is healthy to start game 1, if he's healthy for majority of the season, I will be happy. Yes, he's going to have some drops. There's going to be some miscommunications, but folks, these things are expected. So we're going to break down everything from the Kansas City Chiefs day 2 of training camp in today's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I told you guys on day 1 of Rookies Report, we're going to cover every single day of the Kansas City Chiefs training camp, but we've done that up until this point. Chiefs fans, love you guys. If we could try and get this video to 250 likes, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, shout out to all the media members, the reporters, the beat writers, the journalists for providing these awesome clips, and we've got their credit linked in the video. All right, let's get into it. We got a bunch of tweets here. This one's from Matt Derrick. Clark Hunt tells Sam McDowell there has been no discussion with the NFL regarding a potential suspension for wide receiver Rashee Rice. Potential punishment still weighs off. I will be honest with you guys. I'm getting a little bit worried that this is going to be an end of the year thing. But if we're being honest, if you're the NFL, you basically, guys, he's going to be hitting court in like December. So that's why people are saying if he's going to get suspended this year, it won't be the first 6 games of this season. It would be the last 6 games of the season, potentially going into the playoffs. I don't think something like that is coming unless Rashee Rice is like, I'm not a legal guy. I'm not a legal guy by any means, but you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to happen this year, but it appears like if it did, it would maybe be in the second half as opposed to the first half. But hopefully this is just a next year thing as far as punishment goes. But nobody has heard anything about a Rashee Rice suspension. All right, we also had, just getting back to it, Kelvin Joseph was off today for personal reasons. Xavier Worthy was out with an illness. But you also had guys like Justin Watson not play. Charles Omenihu was on the list. The PUP list. So not too many injuries. The good news is, just literally for me, I keep saying this on all my training camp videos, as long as there are no new injuries, because it feels like there always is that one across the NFL where it's like, damn, really? You could be a fan of any team, but there's always that one injury in training camp or preseason where you're like, damn, that really sucks. And hopefully, it's not, hopefully it doesn't happen in the NFL, but definitely not the Chiefs for everybody watching this video right now. All right, we got another tweet here. Lots of rotation at the tackles today. Wanya Morris again, first up on the left side with Kingsley. We'll try it again. Why not? Suamatia split in reps. So Chu Godric also was getting looks behind Jawan Taylor on the right side. Second team lined with left tackle Ethan Driscoll and right tackle Lucas Niang. That's the main battle right now that everybody's keeping an eye on for the Kansas City Chiefs, Wanya Morris and Kingsley. It appears actually like a lot of my Chiefs fans watching these videos are extremely split on it. Seems like everybody's open to Kingsley. The dude was a freaking stud at college. Literal stud at college. He is going to be a very good long-term piece for Kansas City. But Wanya Morris, been in the league for just a little bit longer than Kingsley. He was with Kansas City last year. He had a couple of starts. He played a little bit in the postseason. So definitely Wanya Morris has the edge, which is why he's mainly getting the first team reps. But they are splitting it. But Kingsley's just next man up. So that's what a lot of people are looking at. Folks, I'm thinking long-term, like, if Kingsley Suamatia is your long-term left tackle, I mean, you got one of the best, if not the best, interior offensive line in the National Football League. It's just kind of a scary thought once you watch the film, you watch the tape, you watch the highlights. I forget who it does. His name's Sanjeet. He covers the Raiders, but he does like a really good job. I think it's called the Football Scout. I was watching his video on Kingsley, and I'm like, oh, man, like looks like the Chiefs might have their future long-term franchise left tackle here. But as we were talking about in the beginning of the video, today was all defense, guys. All right, so we got another tweet here. Joshua Williams picks off a Patrick Mahomes pass intended for Sky Moore. Williams eventually ladders to Chris Jones. Interesting decision, but it picked up a few more yards. Just kind of a funny little tidbit there that he laddie. You guys remember playing backyard football to Chris Jones. Even though it's practice and even though it's training camp, that still kind of worries me because I don't need Chris Jones getting laddie to unless like we're in the freaking playoffs. But hey, to each their own. Joshua Williams had a great day. We're going to keep talking about it here. In team, this is from Harold R. Kuntz, 3. Joshua Williams or Hollywood Brown was targeted, and Joshua Williams and Trent McDuffie had a couple of great pass breakups earlier today during one-on-ones. Joshua Williams against Hollywood Brown, and then Trent McDuffie against McCole Hardman. It really appeared like McCole Hardman had a terrible day today. And then with the 2v2s, Nick Jones had a PBU, then back with the one, Spags down up some new stuff. Mahomes throws up a jump ball intended for Sky Moore and intercepted by Joshua Williams. So I saw something that McCole Hardman was at fault for 2 interceptions today. I never saw any legitimacy on Twitter that happened. But even just basing it on, if we're blaming McCole Hardman, it actually kind of seems like he's a long shot to make the roster, which sounds a little bit crazy to say because his speed is unbelievable. But didn't seem to be a good day for any of the offense in general. So just keep that in mind. Another tweet here from Harold R. Kuntz. A 7-on-7 portion is over. Not as crisp from the offense as yesterday during the session. Good work from the defense with a few PBUs, despite this good route and catch here from Rashee Rice, but was also stripped by Drew Tranquill. Joshua Williams with a few PBUs as well. So you'll see this on Twitter. We have it showing as well. Drew Tranquill forced a fumble earlier today and picked it up. He's set for he's poised for a huge season, in my opinion, along with Nick Bolton. We had heard a couple quotes from Nick Bolton earlier today. In my opinion, one of the most underrated linebackers in the NFL. Apparently, the dude was injured for like the entirety of the season, and now he's healthy and he feels good to go for this upcoming season. So, good defensive day. The offense, man, like we said, we'll say it in every freaking video in any team when the offense struggles, because it's inevitably going to happen. Even if you got multi-MVP Patty Mahomes, even if you won the last 2 Super Bowls, your offense is going to go through some dry spells in training camp, especially early on. So that's all I got for today. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Like I said, we're covering the Kansas City Chiefs every single day right now. We do have a couple of LRZ news that I wanted to get into. Just a couple of cool quotes as he works his way to make the roster and ultimately, hopefully, get some playing time here. We'll talk about that maybe in another video later today. That's it for me, though. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. But guys, let me know, who are you most excited about to watch in training camp as it stands right now? We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.